Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 6 on DSSMP. And in the last episode we did just a bunch of time lapses of me building all the paths connecting my base to Sunny's and also our bases to the upcoming arcade. So the project that I want to get started with today is probably going to be just a simple mob farm to allow people to get levels. And I'm probably just going to do a simple design, one that everyone knows and understands. It's just going to be one that sits over here or somewhere else, I don't know. But something else for the community to use that's centered around the spawn area. At some point these next couple episodes I gotta decorate this tunnel going to the arcade. That's gonna be a project. So given the fact that we have 4 people in this area that I have noticed, I actually haven't looked around to see if there's any more. We probably will have a better chance of putting the mob farm probably right here in this area on this side of the river. That will mean either making another bridge or a path, but I think I'm just gonna put the mob farm on this side. Seems like a better bet. I am not anywhere near equipped for building a mob farm. I just wanted to scout out a good place to build it, and I think we found it. So let's go gather some resources and build this mob farm real quick. Right, so materials obtained, and this is what I think I'm going to use for the decoration on the outside of it, because as it's going to look like a regular old 2012 mob farm, I really don't want it to look like one, so I'm going to decorate it as much as possible. And I'm already getting attacked by phantoms and it's just turned 9. This is going to be fun. Yeah, just as I thought, it was fun. I don't want to do that anymore. Anyways, I think I'm going to start off with stone bricks for the tube that brings all the mobs down to the bottom. And I think the bottom I'm going to use brick and some of this oak. I think that would be a good combination, and maybe some of this for the floor. We'll see. Alright, and it seems like that is the completed first layer. I might do multiple layers added on to the future, because one layer is not going to be quite enough. But it is a start, and I think this place looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to expand the storage for all this stuff, because who knows, maybe there's going to be a ton of drops coming out of this thing. One of the things I'll definitely have to do for this mob farm, though, is lighting all of this area up so that none of these critters can spawn. Because boy oh boy, they're annoying right now. And that's about all the torches I have left. Cool beans! Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is go make a path that leads to the 2 bases over here, Sunny's and mine. I also have to continue to make another bridge going to his other portal, so that will go right here, and that needs to connect with the path going to the mob grinder. So everything is going to connect, and it's all going to be very seamless, very flawless. look very nice, hopefully. I'm genuinely gonna wrap Sunny up in an IOU moment here because me building these bridges was his proposition, and it was all in finishing up the rest of his base. It's been kind of a week. It's actually been about 5-6 days since I built this, and no progress. So I might change this into an IOU if he doesn't do anything else to his base. Right, so I have cleared out a bunch of terrain in front of my base and Sunny's, kind of connected a bunch of bridges as well to into the front of his base over there. I also have the layout for a bridge. The second bridge that's going to go to his base over there. He wanted me to build him 2 bridges that connected to a bit of path that then connected to my base and other parts. So that is what I'm doing. I told him that I would do this if he finishes his base, because I think he's doing a great job and I think he just needs to work on it a bit more. He hates building and he does not want to do this anymore, which I completely understand, because doing stuff like this when you're fresh and new to building is not fun. It's really not fun. But this is my way of showing support for his build. I really want to show him, hey, you got this, you can finish it, I believe in you. So hopefully this comes across to him that way. We also have the path going around and connecting to the mob farm, which again, I'm going to be increasing the level of this because having 1 layer, I've barely seen any mobs come out of the mob grinder. I've only had, well, this many mobs. Not very many at all. So I'm probably going to do that next episode or soon. But yeah, it's not too terribly effective. Now I feel like the tunnel that attaches to this path leading to the arcade is going to have a big old sign above it. But I think this tunnel is probably going to be one of my next projects. I felt like a really cool idea for decoration on the inside of this tunnel because it's so long. I didn't want to have a constant repeat of patterns or whatnot going down this tunnel. I don't want to look too stoic and perfect to a design, so I felt like we could incorporate some of this open terrain around us. And one of the coolest spots that we have available is this spring, this cave spring that's right here. And we have one right next to our base that we're going to be doing something with as well. But this just gives us another opportunity to have like an observation deck for people to look across and see the life and you know, see the creeper about to blow up somebody, you know, things of that variety. Over here, I think I might do like a waterfall, like a lush cave type, you know, theme. Maybe I'll have a couple of houses poking out of there. For no real means, but just for decoration, make it seem like there's maybe, I don't know, fairies living in this area. Now, finally, I'm having some trouble thinking about some of the games that we can put in the arcade at the moment, since we cannot use redstone. So I'm thinking of a bunch of things like racing games, a couple of PvP arenas. I'm not entirely sure about what else. I guess I could do some parkour. People do love doing parkour, and I think that would be a hit. So we have plenty of space on this map, and I have a couple of game ideas, but not enough to fill out this entire map. What I came in here for, in particular, is actually to show you guys the differences in the environment from about 3 hours ago and now. So let me go ahead and pick this up. You guys are already starting to see some of the change happening down there. I'm actually going to get rid of this. There we go. And you're starting to see the bridge come in. And here you're starting to actually see the terrain that I covered up all the water with. And it looks quite good. I feel like that looks decently natural in my opinion. I quite like the way that looks. And there is the mob grinder now. I'm about to be attacked. It's just one. I can deal with one. And they're also small because I died while building this thing. I suck at building at heights because I do not MLG very well. It's never been a part of my gameplay until recently. Yeah, you get stuck up there. Handle him like a champ. Alright, anyways. This thing is not the quickest. I definitely need to add the extra layer or 2 on top of this because yeah, it's not producing much. This is how much it's produced. And just like that, it is completely finished. So we now have the second bridge going straight to Sunny's base, completely built. And now we can try focusing on other projects for the rest of the server. So like the arcade and the mob farm, I gotta upgrade that, of course. Tons and tons of things to do. From the view up here, the bridges look fantastic. And baby goblin is trying. Oop, there's two baby goblins. What the heck? Is there an abortion clinic nearby? What's going on? Oy vey. I absolutely hate baby goblins. Anyways, alright, I'm going inside. I want to check out what it looks like on the map, actually. So there is the bridge forming. And there it is. Wow. It looks quite nice in my opinion. I gotta make sure that that line in the middle is centered because it looks a little bit off center on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the heck? Oh, well, looks like I made the outside of the bridge in the wrong place. That actually really sucks. So this entire side is 1 block too long. I thought I double checked this and everything. I would have sworn it was all aligned. Gosh, I hate when this kind of stuff happens. Alright, well, I guess now is a moment where I have to take down this entire side and shrink it by 1 block. Alrighty, and that is the entire bridge complete. Finally, I realigned everything so it's all the way it's supposed to be. I gotta go update the map now, which is right here. Thankfully, I have not opened it yet. So let's go ahead and... that looks a lot better. That looks a ton better. Well, I'm happy with the result of this, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to look significantly better with more path laid out connecting these two bridges and the front of my base. That looks... wow, that looks wonderful. Awesome. I can't wait for Sunny to finish working on the rest of his wall. He does have a little bit more than half of the wall to do, plus that entire portal, so quite a bit of building. But I think the guy has it. He just needs to push a little bit harder. The next thing to update is this map, which will be everything right here. That's going to be interesting. And there we go. Yeah, that's definitely a lot different. But you can definitely tell where the path is going to be laid out. Everything is flattened out right here. And it takes us all the way around. We're pretty much following this this river to the corner, which I actually don't have a map for yet. This is an ocean, so this river is basically taking us straight to an ocean. It would be really cool if our spawn expands to be on the mouth of the river right there. I think that would be really cool. We do have another member who is building off in this general direction. I think 1 whole map section away. So I don't know if I should make a whole nother layer of maps or if I should make a world map room with all the players on it, which would take quite a bit of time and quite a bit of resources because I don't have a lot of paper, don't have a lot of leather. The fog effect from the shader pack definitely enhances the look of this, and I think it looks phenomenal. It does look like a giant hammer in the distance, but it's a lot better than a giant block, so I'm going to consider that a win. It looks really cool from the distance, and it does look pretty decent from up close, so not bad structure to build within an hour. Now, I think this would be an appropriate time for me to take you guys over to the church, because the witch has made an update to the way the church functions. So let's go ahead and take a look at how it works. I just love seeing this. giant structure peeking in the distance is so cool. It's honestly one of the neatest structures that I have come across. Righty, so this server now has a plethora of members, and all of them have or will be registered with this church within a couple of days. So all of them have been listed inside of a name draw. And in summary, it means that only one person who is called is allowed to go into this room. They are allowed one companion to help them search for an item, and that person plus the person who's called are the only two people who are allowed in that room. So to start off the name draw, I'm going to go ahead and press this button over here, and a random player will be selected out of the list of members who are in the server. Outside Stick is the first one selected. So Outside Stick is the only person who is allowed to go into the church, and he is allowed to take with him one other member. Now I do need to bring this to his base and leave a little note and everything to let him know that he has been chosen to search for an item at the church. Now it doesn't have to be me who goes over there and presses the button to see who gets called next. In fact, it could honestly be any person, and especially the person who just finished doing their challenge. As they leave, they can draw the next name and bring the name tag to the appropriate person. A couple of the members are thousands of blocks away, so there will be a challenge to get to, but I accidentally came upon Outside Stick's base, so luckily I know where his base is. There's a lot of mobs here, but I want this one. Yeah. Alrighty, and just like that we have the name draw complete, so he will be attending the church. Within a week he has to complete the task before him, and then he is free to go. But if he does not complete the task before him, there is consequences. So this is going to be interesting to see how the new people react to the hierarchy of this church, because it is all powerful and it rules everything, including the Discord chat. So if they learn that here now, it'll be very easy in the future for them to understand that we need to take down this hierarchy and create our own. This church, it's overbearing. I know this series is slow because of all the limitations we have, like no enchantments or redstone, no potions, anything like that. It seems very boring, but that's the whole point of limiting ourselves. It's a stretch. We have to bite our teeth really hard to not play with the things that we're used to playing with for years and years. Anyways, that is it for today's episode. I had a blast doing a whole bunch of terraforming, making this area look a lot pretty, and certainly hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. This transformation might not look the best right now, but I promise you it will improve. But I'll see you in the next one.